2003-2004 was the season when the world realized that Didier Drogba and Samuel Eto'o belonged at the highest level of the game. Samuel Eto'o began the season scoring the winner against Real Madrid in the Supercopa first leg. It had now become tradition for him to punish his former club for not having more faith in him, and this was yet another instance. The sight of him in the opposition team was becoming terrifying for Real Madrid. Mallorca would go on to lose the second leg 3-0. However, that notwithstanding, he started his La Liga campaign with goals in his first 2 games before going 4 games without a goal. After that, he would score in 6 of the next 10 league games, as well as a hat-trick in the UEFA Cup before eventually jetting off to Tunisia for the Africa Cup of Nations tournament hosted in January 2004. His AFCON campaign, however, was once again underwhelming, as it had been in all the tournaments he had played for Cameroon following his incredible AFCON 2000 debut. He failed to register more than 1 goal. His only goal came in the quarterfinals against old foes Nigeria, a game they ultimately lost. He had scored 1 goal each at the Olympics in 2000, AFCON 2002, World Cup 2002, Confederations Cup 2003, and now AFCON 2004. He had also failed to score at Confederations Cup 2001. Whispers about his performances for Cameroon had started to be heard, with his saving grace being that he had helped deliver 2 AFCON trophies and Olympic gold with his goal in that nail-biting final. His ability to deliver in big games for them, including the wonder goal against Brazil at the Confederations Cup in 2003, quieted the criticism, even though the pressure was starting to build. He had enough credit in the bank. For the rest of the club season, Eto'o was in impeccable form. In his last 11 La Liga games of the season, he scored 9 times. That season, he scored against all the title contenders, eventual champions Valencia, FC Barcelona, Deportivo La Coruña, and of course, 3 goals against Real Madrid, with 2 coming in the league. By the end of the season, Eto'o had scored 22 goals in all competitions, his highest ever tally and his first time crossing 20 goals. 17 of those goals came in the league in just 32 games, despite his team finishing 11th. He was just 7 goals off Pichichi winner Ronaldo Nazario, despite going away for AFCON mid-season. The next knock on the door was FC Barcelona, Real Madrid's eternal rivals, fully convinced that he would be the one to complement Ronaldinho and make them league champions again. Over in France, Didier Drogba became a fan favorite pretty quickly at his new club Marseille, the biggest club in the country. In his first 11 games for the club, he scored 7 times, assisting 3 times. He assisted the winner on his debut against former club Guingamp and repeated it in the next game at Auxerre, once again assisting the winner. His first goal came in Game 3 against RC Lens. He had arrived and he never looked back from that point. With no AFCON commitments coming, he focused solely on his club, carrying his momentum forward. His UEFA Champions League group stage debut came against Real Madrid at Santiago Bernabeu. Unperturbed by the occasion, Didier scored to give his team the lead before the opponents came back to win 4-2. 2 weeks later, they welcomed Partizan at home. They won 3-0, with Drogba scoring a remarkable hat-trick. Europe started to really take notice after this performance, but it was the next game that changed the trajectory of Drogba's career. Going up against UEFA Cup champions FC Porto, coached by the inimitable Jose Mourinho, Drogba shone like a million stars. It wasn't just the fact that he scored in a game that his club lost 3-2. It was the excellence of his performance, a mix of technique and sheer physicality, a relentless showing in which he gave the Porto defense trouble all game long. He didn't score again in the remaining 3 games as Marseille were relegated to the UEFA Cup. However, Jose Mourinho had seen enough. He was in love with this striker and he would never forget what he had seen from him. Drogba's performances in the UEFA Cup were even more eye-catching. His goal against Dnipro was what got Marseille through to the next round, where they faced Liverpool. It was in this tie that he announced himself to English football aficionados, giving them a taste of what was to come when he would eventually land in the Premier League. In the first leg at Anfield, he scored the equalizer, a vital away goal they took back to France. And in the second leg, he scored another equalizer to cancel out Emil Heskey's early goal before Abdoulaye Meite scored the winner. On to the quarterfinals, Marseille faced Inter. Drogba was once again the difference, scoring the only goal of the game. He would miss the second leg, but Marseille prevailed, also winning 1-0 in Italy. The semis were here.